This is how to build a drainage layer for a bioactive enclosure in under 5 minutes. This is the foundation of the entire setup, so here's exactly how we do it. Start with LECA balls. Give them a good rinse to get rid of dust and loose debris. It just keeps everything cleaner long term. Add a layer to the bottom of your enclosure about 1 to 2 inches. This creates space for excess water to drain away from your soil. Spread it out evenly so you get consistent drainage across the base. Next, add your mesh barrier right on top. This separates your drainage layer from your substrate while still letting water pass through. For substrate, we formulated a mix that holds moisture but still has good airflow. Spread it out evenly and give yourself enough depth for plants and burrowing. Now we can start planting. We're using pothos, tradescantia, and a spider plant. They're low maintenance and do really well in setups like this. Add a layer of leaf litter on top. This helps with moisture and gives your cleanup crew somewhere to stay hidden. Next, we're adding the cleanup crew to bring everything together. This is how we built a fully bioactive enclosure from the ground up. We started by constructing the background using cork bark and natural branches. Hopefully this will provide both structure and usable climbing surfaces. And we made sure to secure everything with aquarium safe silicone to ensure everything remains stable in a high humidity environment. Then we applied expanding foam to help lock the hardscape in place and create additional surface area for plant growth and root attachment. And once this background is cured within like 24 to 72 hours, it's time to seal it with dry lock. This step is critical as it waterproofs the foam, prevents long-term degradation, and creates a safe, inert barrier within the enclosure. And this is the part where we really want to express our creativity. It doesn't have to be the same old, bland, naturalistic background. I'm sorry, because they're not in the wild, are they? Someone really was leaving comments about how my enclosure wasn't naturalistic, and it's so funny because I was actually inspired by actual rocks I saw in South Dakota. So I'm just telling you, do what you want because people are gonna talk crap regardless, and people love to offer their unsolicited care facts in this hobby, and 9 times out of 10 it just is like so wrong. And honestly, it's like I'm at work taking care of alligators, crocodiles, caiman, so many more exotic species. You guys are at home in my comments trying to tell me that I'm taking care of a ball python wrong. And it's usually someone that keeps their ball python in a 20-gallon with a heat mat, and that is a breeder. And I'm just like, bro, please update your facts. It's been 20 years. All right, so we moved on to the drainage layer. We rinsed the hydro balls, and that's basically going to be the reservoir at the base of the enclosure, which allows excess water to collect below the substrate rather than saturate. Next, I added mesh to create a barrier between the hydro balls and the substrate. Then we added our own substrate. We formulated it to retain moisture while maintaining airflow. And once the base was established, we began planting. The plants were added directly into the substrate and along the background to create usable coverage in a more natural, functional environment. I use sphagnum moss to secure the plants to vertical surfaces as it helps retain moisture and encourages root establishment. I think it's important to mention that we did allow days in between every step to allow the enclosure to fully establish. To complete the system, we introduced our cleanup crew, springtails and dairy cow isopods. I did do these on 2 different days, so I don't actually have the footage of me putting the isopods in. And I know there'll be comments, so I'll address it. The pink grow light is just for the plants. There are no animals in this enclosure. But I'm probably going to put a Burmese python in it or a red tick. I don't know. What do you guys think?